Hey everyone, how's it going? Okay, so for this Model Cars and Coffee, uh, I am kind of giving a little update with what's going on with the Camaro. Uh, this is for the group build, the 67 through 69 first gen Camaro group build. This is the body kit from Black Box. I have the hood. Also, what I have going on, kind of give you a little tour. I just got everything tacked on right now. When you look, that's what you're going to see. Then I have the rear wheel and tire, and then the front wheel and tire. So it's going to look really cool. I have everything on this kind of like sticky tacked on right now. It's a nice kit, very easy to print. I had no issues with anything. Only issues I had, and I don't think it's the file. I think it's more me. I have these seats, and this is the bottom. This is the back seat. This is the actual kit back seat. So you kind of see it is a little narrow than the kit part. So I went along and resized it. So that's basically the seat pattern. I have the front seats printed up. They're drying right now. Then I'll get them cured. And I am using the 572 big block from Black Box as well. I was going to use his Hillborn injection intake. However, I kind of mocked up the motor, kind of loosely base it off of his tunnel ram intake, and even though it's not going to sit as high as this, once you add in the velocity stacks, it will sit up pretty high. And I wasn't sure if I'm going to clear that hood, so I'm using another intake. This is the intake I'm using. I want to use for the build. So then, that's really about it. Now, let me go ahead and change angles here so you see more of what's going on. Okay. So I have the tank painted up for the Psychedelic 60s group build. I even have some old Chevy Rally wheels. They're 15 by 8 in the back and 15 by 7 up front. Got black because I want to do these either silver or aluminum color. Everything else is going to be more like a polished silver. I don't want to do it chrome. Also, I have the motor painted. It's about to get now, this is gray primer. I need to do white primer, and then when I do the white primer, it's going to get shot in Chevrolet engine red. Not sure if I showed it the last time, but yeah, I do have the chassis painted. Even have the engine bay printed. And I've been thinking more about this build. I'm going to change up a little bit on the story. You'll find that all out when I get my next video out for that build. Not sure when it's going to come out. I'm trying to get to it, but this Camaro is actually the next one up. I I believe it's due in May. The Impala is due in July. And I do want to give you a little bit of an update with what's going on with kind of give you a little behind the scenes, or kind of give you a little a teaser, if you will, on my Spacecity Blowout car show or model car contest that's coming up in July. So the 32 Ford, me and Manny went half on. So this is the body. This is a 32 Chevrolet top. I saw the file and I saw it. I was like, you know what? It looks like it'll fit the 32 Ford. Yes and no. It is a little too long and it's a little bit too wide. I went along and narrowed it down. I got to reprint it up and see if I got the right measurements, if my math is right. But that's basically how it'll look. I'm hoping to have this closer in, have the windshield closer in. But yeah, and then kind of show you this real quick. And I have the artillery wheels. So, and the kit does come with a small block Chevrolet. It does have a supercharger on it. I'm going back and forth if I want to do an old Buick nailhead. I don't know if I want to do a flathead in it. I am thinking about doing an old Buick nailhead. But we'll see. I guess it all depends on the time frame, because I'm going to have to, redo the front end so it can hold the motor. It's not a problem, but if I'm starting to run short on time, then that's not going to happen. So I also got the suspension pieces painted for the Impala, and so that's about it. I'm kind of going through everything pretty quick. You have to forgive me, guys. I am, trying to stay up late, trying to get this stuff done, getting up early, taking care of my responsibilities with the family, around the house, and then going to work. Before I go, I do want to do a shout out. MackDaddy Model Hobby, new channel. Listening to the guy. He seems like a pretty cool cat. My channel's fairly new, but I'd like to go ahead and spread the love around. Go ahead and head over there and check his stuff out. He's got last video I saw of him. He got a pretty cool little diorama set going on. So also, I want to do, I got a shop card to mail. Buster's Custom Scale Models. The Sales Shack. I want to again say thank you to Buster's for sending me a shop card. Yours is in the mail. Already got it sent out. MackDaddy, I got yours out in the mail as well. Hopefully this week or this coming week, I'll do a little bit more work on the Impala, get it videotaped or get it recorded rather. And also, I'm not really recording this as much on the Camaro. It's new, and I want to be able to focus on exactly what it is I'm doing. I don't want to have to sit there and try to mess with the camera or make sure I'm getting everything, for y'all to see. I want to focus on what I'm doing here. Because when I take the Ford to the contest, I may bring the Camaro as well. Now, I did say, I don't think I did mention it. The Camaro, what I'm planning on doing is I'm doing what I want to say it's white diamond pearl. It's a newer Corvette color. I want to do a ghost stripe off centered, and the interior I'm looking at is going to be like a tan and black color. Not really quite, set in stone on that, but that's where I'm heading with it. So that is about it. Yes. So Big Sky Model Workshop posted, or someone actually posted, it was a community question about what does the hobby do to your mental health. And Big Sky Model Workshop, he kind of touched base on it a little bit, what it does for him. Some of the, how can I say, trials and tribulations he faced through life, how the model had helped him. How this helped me is when I was in school. They were just starting to talk about safe sex and all that kind of stuff. And everyone, for the most part, was experimenting, I guess you could say. The cleanest way I could say it. When people were out partying in high school and junior high, and tap dancing on that little thin line of good and bad, I was at home. I was doing martial arts and all that at the time, boxing. If it wasn't working out and training, I was building models. And what I love about the models is when a few years ago, my niece, about a month before her 16th birthday, I guess the term they use now, so I don't get in trouble, the term they use now is she unalived herself. And she was bullied. And at the time I was going through, I was just about to start my divorce. I was staying with my folks. She was over at the house. I had laid down. I was diagnosed with strep throat at the time. I went to go lay down, and I heard a loud boom and go from there with it. Being a father of two little girls, it is a very surreal feeling. When I looked in my brother-in-law's eyes, I never felt such like a failure as I did at that moment. I know there was nothing I could have done. I didn't know, I'm not a trained professional. I don't know the signs. However, that was someone's little girl. And as a father, I couldn't help but to think, what if that was my little girl? So that being said, that was a hard pill to swallow for me. And I'm thankful every day to have my kids. I'm so thankful. Me and my ex, it was a toxic relationship, but as bad as that relationship was, the two most beautiful things came from it. And besides spending time with my girls, hobbies took my mind off of it because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. It gives me a moment to recharge. So, to me, in my opinion, scale models is very helpful to one's mental health. It is for me. So what has scale modeling done for my mental health? It kept me out of trouble. When guys I was going to school with were either getting sick or getting someone pregnant, I was building model cars. When life got too weighted, when life got too just heavy and dark, and when I couldn't get certain images out of my mind, because when my niece passed away, I was the one who found her body. And I wish to God I never saw it. I never saw her like that. That's not how I want to remember her. But if it had to be somebody, I'm glad it was me. That's not something my mother or my sister, my niece's mother, needed to see. So if that's my cross to bear, then I'm happy that I saved them that trouble. But when I couldn't get those images out of my head, this is what I focused on. I would focus on color. I would focus on wheels. I would focus on stance. I would focus on the engine. I would focus on seats. I would even focus on the seat pattern. And so, yeah, it helped me out a lot. So I hope it does the same for everybody else. And I want to say to Big Sky Model Workshop, brother, I'm glad that things worked out the way they did for you. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're part of the community. I'm glad everyone's part of the community. Big Daddy Model Hobby, glad you're with us. So yeah, anyway, not to get too gloomy, but on a happier note, Impala's getting some work done, making some progress on the Camaro. Don't know when I want to get it in color. I'll know by the end of this week, by end of Sunday. It's Friday right now. I'll know soon if this fits. If it does, I'm going to start working on that slowly. My main focus right now is going to be on the Camaro, getting that caught up. Once I get in a good spot with that, I'm going to start plugging away at the Ford, and then it's on the Impala. Then I want to give you another sneak peek because I like to tease. So that being said, I want you to take a look at my next couple of projects I have coming up. So, all that being said, hope everyone had a great week. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I wish everyone a better week this coming week and a better weekend. I'm going to have a better weekend because I'm going to have my kids with me. Anyhow, like I've said before, if you can imagine it, you can build it. And when you build it, that's when your imagination becomes reality. Y'all have a good day. Catch you in the next video. Peace.